Today, I'm going to be talking about what makes a good driving teacher. This is from the student's perspective. So let's go ahead and get it. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So good instructors are very patient. When you're teaching teens, when you're teaching adults, you have to be patient and you have to support them in many different ways. The support could be maybe telling them what type of shoes to wear. You want to wear thin sole shoes that are comfortable so you can feel the gas and brake. Next, good instructors don't yell when you make mistakes. Mistakes are normal and it's called driver's education. I teach teens, I teach adults. Mistakes could be maybe going too slow on a main road. I got a question yesterday about, can I go 5 under? If you're on the expressway, say no, because you're going to be in lanes where the right lane is the slowest lane. You got to at least maintain 55 miles an hour. And if you can't maintain 55, you really need to be going off the freeway and taking major surface streets. If you're in the middle lane, you got to maintain at least 65. And in the left lane, it's the fast lane or passing lane. If the speed limit is 75, you at least need to be at 70 or 72 or 73. Next, good instructors give good directions ahead of time. I need you to make a left turn at the street coming up. They'll also point, because when you're driving in a car, you're going to be very confused. You're going to be under a little bit of stress. So you have to repeat things. So good instructors tell you ahead of time. They use their hand signals. They give you examples. Good instructors don't make last-minute decisions. You, as a beginning driver, you're nervous, you're scared. You have your instructor, me, who's evaluating you with an evaluation sheet. That's what I have here. And I'm going to give you feedback. Just like if you were judging me, it would be hard, but I would listen to you and try to do the best that I can. So good instructors don't give you last-minute decisions. They tell you, I need you to make a right turn, and then after you make your right turn, I need you to signal, get over to the left lane. So we need you to signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot. Next, they make conversation with you. If you've chosen to watch my content, you realize that I'm a real person. I'm very passionate. I care. I want you to be successful. And that success comes through my enthusiasm, my care, and my direction. Next, I use video demonstrations. I think video is extremely important. Video in the classroom, video in the car. Video you parallel parking, going through roundabouts. If you're choosing to look at my content, you're going to look at my videos. And then I did put some questions up there in the community page. So for example, video demonstrations, you're going to demonstrate how to sit in the car properly. If I'm sideways in the car, I can't have my seat tilted back. I can't sit straight up. You want to have a slight bend, and you want to have a bend in your elbows. You want to have your hands at 9 and 3, or 10 and 2, or 7 and 5. There's no best absolute way to hold the steering wheel. I want all of you to know this. You're going to learn from me, your instructor. You're going to learn from your parents. You're going to learn from your friends. You need to drive and hold the steering wheel that is comfortable for you. I want all of you to know that. So don't beat yourself up if your instructor is saying, you're holding the wheel wrong. You're holding the wheel wrong. Do what's comfortable for you, but also be mindful. Listen to your instructor and support him or her. Next, they're considerate. You know, Mr. Instructor, I have to be done by 5:45. I have to be home because my mother's coming home. And if I am sympathetic and I understand you, I'm going to have you drive home. We'll drive around the neighborhood. We'll do some parallel parking. We'll do some 3-point turnarounds. And you'll be done a little bit early so you can be home when your loved one comes home. That's really important, that you support what you're considerate and you're considerate. Classroom, I love telling stories. And I think it's really important that you have a good instructor that tells you a story to make you connect and help you understand. I come from a college background, and it was a great opportunity to start driver's ed, in my early 20s. And my instructor welcomed me in. They taught me what to do. I learned the clinical part at the university, and then you actually have to learn at the driving school. Everyone is different. The vice president of the company got into the car, and he pretended his foot was stuck between the gas and brake. So I had to reach over, turn the ignition, and shut off the car. My Instructor taught me to be calm, taught me not to get upset. Don't take it personal, because a lot of beginners are so nervous. Your foot can't get caught between the gas and brake. So I've learned from my early instruction, thank you, Vice President, okay? I've learned Mr. Van Dyke, okay? He's the one that taught me, and they gave me confidence to teach people how to drive. Plus, I'm an automotive enthusiast. I love cars. Next, you want to be a fun teacher. I always smile. I have a good sense of humor. That's really important. Even if the situation is bad, meaning your car is going off the road, a student's getting ready to run a light, they can't keep it in the lane, you have to stay calm. You have to think ahead. Your instructor is looking ahead 4, 5, 6 cars. If I watch you, let's pretend I'm in the passenger seat and I'm watching you, you just ran a light. You just got off a car. So I see you from my peripheral vision, but I'm watching what's going ahead. Good instructors will give you that support. They are fun. Good instructors stay very calm on the road. You remember the example I gave you of Mr. Van Dyke pretending he was a student and he was just doing this to the wheel back and forth? That taught me to stay calm. Yes, my face was like, oh my God. But he taught me, hey, be calm. Hold the wheel. Don't grab it. Hold the wheel. Squeeze the brake, because if you punch that brake, P-U-N-C-H, the cable will snap. The bar will break. So even if we're about to have a collision, we try to avoid. Also, I learned in my instruction lessons, we never should be going over the speed limit. We should never be going over the speed limit. So I want to make that clear, okay? So they stay very calm. They give you advice on how to improve. I'm always trying to improve. You all have given me feedback. Come on, about 12. I'm giving you the message. I'm helping you. Giving positive reinforcement. Those of you who are watching, you will get your license. You will get your permit. Okay, I'm here in the United States, I'm in the Midwest. If you have questions, leave them. Leave those questions. I will answer, I'll reply, because I'm here to help you. Next, good instructors remind us to do things constantly. I want your hands 10 and 2. That's hand positioning, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I want your hands at 9 and 3. And AAA here in the United States, they're automotive company, insurance, they suggested 7 and 5. So it really depends on what's comfortable for you. Next, good instructors allow you to fix your mistake. I want to improve as an instructor. Every day, every week, every month, I teach classes. I want to continue to get better. Yesterday, we talked about the point system. Some states, some countries have points. If you go over a certain amount of points, your license will be taken. You'll have to go in for a re-examination. They're going to take you into the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. You're going to come in and sit down. They're going to look at your whole driving record. Well, you received 6 points within 3 months. What are you doing wrong? I'm not sure. Well, you received 5 speeding tickets or 4 speeding tickets. So your license will be suspended for 90 days. If you need an emergency license, you have to show need. Maybe you're the only one in the family that can drive. Maybe mom and dad are older. Maybe dad had a stroke, can't drive. Mom has cataracts. The court might let you have an emergency license just to go back and forth to school, back and forth home. So there are options. Next, good instructors in the classroom allow you to interact with students. I'm very funny and interactive, and we do Kahoots. We do Quizlet. I have some of those, so if you want to interact, let me know. It's about giving students freedom to do the work. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of work, okay? It is all digital. You come in, I would show you a video. We would do a Kahoot or Quizlet. Then we would look at the answers you missed. I would give you 35 minutes. I would set a timer on the smart board. You would work, and then I would read 25 questions, you would read 25. We go over the questions together. We always give you practice tests, practice quizzes, because you're going to have a knowledge test. And by the time my students get to the knowledge test, I have about a 94% pass rate. So good instructors will help you prepare for the pass rate. And it's really important that all of you understand good instructors will support you, because a good instructor truly cares. They interact with you. They allow you to fix your mistakes. They allow you to ask questions. Good instructors should always be willing to ask people questions. Your students have questions. How did I do today? Can you tell me what I did wrong? Well, you were hugging the right side of the road, literally going off the road. You ran 3 yellow lights. I want you to be more mindful. Typically, you're going under speed limit. If the speed limit is 45, you're at 30, at 35. From my experience, okay, over 23 years of experience, you're going too slow. So I tell my students, I need you to get up to the speed limit. If it's 55, I need you about 55. If it's 45, I need you about 45. If it's 65 on the expressway, I need you at 65. You have to have good speed control. That will help you be more consistent, going with the flow of the traffic, not making a hard decision, H-A-R-D, a hard decision to slam the brakes. We never want to do that. We never want to run yellow lights. They also use their hands. I need you to make a right turn. So I'm using my left hand, but I need you to go to the right. I need you to go to the left. It helps people because on your blinker, up is right, down is left. Beginning drivers forget. They have so much anxiety, so much nervousness, they forget. And that's normal. But I want to help support you. Let's continue. Good instructors make jokes. I'm a dad. I make dad jokes, right? I make you feel comfortable in the car. That's so important, that we feel comfortable. Next, there's no awkward silence, because many people think, what did I do wrong? Why is my instructor so quiet? Because you get a chance to know my personality, just like now. You guys are looking at my face, my smile, and it's from my heart, my personality, because I feel commitment to you to come on at this time. You're taking the time to listen to me. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. That's really important. And leave comments. You got to give it a thumbs up. Next, in the classroom, we play games. There is a digital driver's education game that will help you understand. It's similar to Monopoly, but it's a digital driver's education game. Good instructors are patient. They don't belittle you. Well, you were terrible in the car. Get out, get in the back. Let's see how you'll do. That's going to kill your self-esteem. And Lord knows in this time period, we don't want to belittle our drivers, teens or adults, because you'll never want to get back in the car and you'll never want to drive when you aren't as good as the other driver. Next, good teachers are positive. I'm extremely positive, and they're smiling, right? That's probably one of my best qualities. I smile, I show love, because it's who I am, okay? In the car, they allow you to listen to the radio. We have it on quietly in the background. In the classroom, the teacher's funny. He or she uses diagrams, and they don't yell at you. Those are some of the elements that will help you. And when you're taking the time to invest your money and your time in driver's education, you want to get a full return. You want to be able to call your instructor back. And that's important, that you are connecting with your instructor, because we want you to be successful. It's not just a test. Driver's license will give you the next opportunity for life. And when you have those opportunities for life, you're going to make great decisions. You're going to be able to drive yourself to work, drive yourself back home. And everyone's life is different. Some people will wait till they're 18. Some people will wait in their 20s. Some people wait in their 30s. Everyone is different. I don't judge. I've driven people 18, 25, 35, 45. Everyone is a little bit different, but you have to show love. L-O-V-E. You have to show love. You have to support them. And good instructors do that. They're always happy. I got a message from my boss. Great opportunity for me in November. I'm happy because I want to work. And if I'm good at what I'm doing, you will be compensated, you will be recognized, and God will build a path to glory. Hard work does that, and I enjoy it. And good instructors are kind. They don't scream at you. They don't belittle you. They don't talk to you in some type of way. Good instructors are teaching you. They're educating you. They're helping you be successful. And that's what we need in a time in our life when things aren't as good as what we want them to be, okay? And it's an investment, so you have to invest in yourself. I'm investing in myself to talk to all of you. And from a student's perspective, I'm the person that's going to help them grow up. I'm the person that's going to encourage them to pass that test. I'm the person that's going to help them when they first start up the car. That's why it's important that your instructor supports you, has you adjust the center mirror, the left mirror, and the right mirror. So when you're driving, your mirrors are properly set. If I was to first meet you, I would say hello to your parents, I would meet them, say hi, then I would walk you over to the driver's education car. We would walk around the car, I would show you everything, and then I would get you in the seat. I'm going to pretend I'm in the seat. This is too far back. You're too close. We would have your seat properly adjusted. We would have your left hand on the left side, your right hand on the right side. In the UK, some of my UK brothers and sisters, some of my Indian brothers and sisters, there's more than one way. And I do know how to drive a manual too. It's the same fundamental. You have to have that support system. And when you have support, you're going to be successful. Guys and ladies, I love you. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will come in tomorrow at 12. Bye, guys.